We are going to start our next session, motivational class, conducted by Mrs. Benny Varghese. So please, back to your seats. Invest in yourself and do the best. Motivational classes always boost our basic instincts if you have a strong determination and perseverance. To boost our instincts, we have with us a dynamic lady, Mrs. Benny Varghese, a postgraduate in psychiatric social work, worked as a senior teacher for 15 years. And following her passion, she did her diploma in psycho-counseling from Calicut University. And she had undergone training with the leading behavioral psychologist, Mr. Mohammad Rafi. She is recently qualified as a neuro-linguistic practitioner and a team member of Magic of Change. Let me invite Mrs. Benny Varghese onto the stage. Dear Toastmasters, Dalam officials, dear parents and my dear children. Today, I find this as a very auspicious day to see all the enthusiastic and eagerly waiting parents and children. Very much dedicated in bringing up their children. Each and every action of yours is really going to cherish your children's future. Good evening to all of you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Let me tell you, first of all, this is the first time I am attending a Toastmasters workshop. And let me interrupt now. Two children want to leave after taking their certificates. So I'm handing over the phone to Mr. Newman.
Thank you. Because our prepared speech presenters, Gavalier, Aditya Nair and Devanand Nair, they are going to leave. So let us call them on the stage and recognize them. I would like to request the President of Dalam and the Chairman to please come to the stage. I also request Alagiri Selvaraj's presence and also DTM Sankarnani. Let us give a big round of applause for these two champions who delivered a wonderful speech with a good message. And this is how the participants of Youth Leadership Program is going to perform after 8 sessions. Big round of applause, please. Thank you very much. We thank these kids and their parents for sparing their valuable time. And we give back the control to Mrs. Varghese. Thank you.
So, good evening, all of you. I would invite you all to stay in a very relaxed mode. since I am not a Toastmaster. This is the first time I am attending the Toastmasters workshop. I am very impressed about it, and I would request all of you, all your children, to enroll in this program. It's a wonderful program. I could see first of all, I thought I could see bright faces in the kids' faces, but all are, in a wonder mode, whether I can do it or we can do it together. So I'm sure and I guarantee you all that with joining with this Toastmasters club, your children could do wonders. And you are going to emerge as a total you. A total transformation in the kids. I was amazed to see the two kids delivering their speeches at this small age. We didn't get that opportunity, and my dear children, please take this opportunity to get forward. I would invite you to spare a little time to instill a small spark in your life, just to see how you believe in yourself. Look into yourself, how far you believe in yourself. See in the slide, you can see a cat, isn't it? You can see a cat, but what is the cat seeing as the image? It's a lion. Don't take that lion's attacking mode. You can see the power of the cat within. It's like a lion, the most powerful animal. I would like to introduce the topic, accelerating through self-belief. Before that, all of you are interested in getting successful life. In order to get a successful life or reach to your success, you need to set up some goals. Am I right? You all need to have a goal so that you can have a successful life. In between the success and the goal, there are different stages. First will be a desire for you. You should have a desire to achieve something which you really want to. Then you should take the responsibility of that desire and then take the decision that I am going to do that. With the decision, you just go to the next step, that you have to believe in yourself, that you are a lion inside, not a cat anymore. You are a lion inside and you can do wonders. With the self-belief, you can proceed next to the hard work. You work for the goal. To attain the goal, you have to do so much of hard work. And the most important thing is that without organized planning, you cannot reach anywhere. So you have to have the desire, the decision, the self-belief in yourself, and the hard work and organized planning to reach you to the success. So let me take one part of that is the self-belief. I am not talking something which is going above your head. It's all that what you know. You know you can do wonders with self-belief. If you have a self-belief in yourself and potential and positive thinking in yourself, you can do very well. You can classify the goals. Now, delivering a speech is very easy because we don't have to memorize or do anything. You can just see the projector and tell. So goals can be classified as long-term and short-term goals. Can anyone tell what is long-term goals and short-term goals? Shifan. The word itself says it's a long-term goal. Long-term goal means something which you ultimately what you want to. You said you want to be a pilot. That's your long-term goal. You are still a student of 9. So your long-term goal is to become a pilot. And your short-term goal is to achieve 95% and above in this academic year. So that is your short-term goal. So how are you going to plan yourself? The desire, decision, the self-belief, hard work, and the organized planning. That's where you reach the success. I'm introducing the topic of accelerating success through self-belief by narrating one story of Wilma Rudolph. I think you have heard of that story. Amu, you have heard of? Okay. And she is a champion. She's the fastest woman in the planet in 1960s. She was born as a premature child, and she survived that stage. Later, with lot of hurdles, she ended up crippled with leg deformity. She couldn't run. The mother instilled a small spark in her life, in her mind. You are better than anyone else and you can do anything which you think. That's the time she worked for it, and she became the world's fastest woman, and she had won 3 gold medals in that time. You may think that, why should we all are talking about people in America. We are the witnesses of somebody here in Saudi Arabia itself. One of our close family friends, an Indian school student. She lost her sight due to Guillain-Barré syndrome, which unexpectedly took over her sight completely. She had to drop her studies for some time. We fondly call her as Aku. And it was our Aku, and we all prayed for her and still praying for her. With these obstacles, she is now enrolled herself as an IAS candidate. She is a rank holder of philosophy, MA philosophy. So children, you with all the blessings, you can really do much more what you can. You just have to believe in yourself. And now there are certain techniques. I'm going brief because I'm running short of time. Let me see what is self-belief. Self-belief. The word itself clearly says what is self-belief. It's the opinion about yourself, other people, situations, things or ideas, and confidence in your own abilities. If you have the confidence in your own abilities, no one can defeat you. You are going to be the winner. So that is self-belief. And never use the word I can't. There are different beliefs. Some are positive beliefs and some are negative beliefs. Positive beliefs are all positive statements. I can. Can you repeat? I can. I will. I do. I should. Now say, I can't. I won't. I don't and I shouldn't. What is the feeling which you get in within? That is explaining here. It's negative and the other one is positive. You get a lot of energy from saying all the positive beliefs. Try to fill in yourself with a lot of positive beliefs. There are different types of self-beliefs. One is the low self-belief. It's otherwise called as low esteem. You consider yourself as worthless. You consider yourself as good for nothing. I am Nothing. Next is the self-belief, which is an optimal level. That is the healthy self-belief. If you go from here to the other side, low, optimal and the over. You all know that overconfidence kills you. Your children, your parents might be saying after making mistakes in the examination, you are overconfident. You made mistakes. You forgot to carry over the numbers when you wrote the other side. That's because of your overconfidence. You are quite familiar with that term. Healthy self-belief is nothing that boasting or narcissism or anything like that. It is for you to develop yourself. If you have your healthy self-belief, that will pull you along throughout your life. And you can have a sense of trust and confidence in yourself that no one can beat you and no obstacle can beat you, and your power is much ahead of the obstacle which is in front of you. Coming to the next portion, that is the techniques to attain self-belief. How can you attain self-belief? It is easy to say that you can have self-belief, you do this, you do that. But it needs a lot of homework for you to attain the healthy self-belief. You have to calibrate whether you are having a low self-esteem or self-belief or overconfidence. And maintain a healthy self-belief. To attain your goal, you can have a clarity of your vision. Vision, that means what you want to become. A clarity of your goal. Whether it is a short-term or a long-term goal, you should have a clarity. And you should do the methods, or you should attain the skills to reach to that level. First of all, you have to accept yourself and you have to understand who you are. You have the ability to understand who you are, your weaknesses, your strengths, everything you yourself can understand. And it is you only can do it, your parents can't do it, your teachers can't do it. It's your job. You can think about your goals and values and dream about it. This point is the most important one for you to achieve the goal. Surround yourself with the positive people. Now I would like to connect you with the positive beliefs which you had, which I told you. And that positive beliefs are brought with the positive people which surrounds you. Have you all seen a flame? A burning flame? So the burning flame, if you supply more oxygen, it burns. Oxygen helps burning. Whereas there is no oxygen, the flame is gone. So surround yourself with people who can supply more and more oxygen to make you in a better position. To enhance your abilities, you need to surround yourself with positive people. So children, one statement which you all have to remember is that, I would underline and say, you are one among the top 5 people you surround with. Who are your friends? You can identify 5 friends of yours? Yes? Okay. That 5 friends of yours, if I call them, all of them, her behavior will be almost the same as all those 5 people. All of you, even the parents can think, you have or you show the behavior of 5 people among whom you interact with. You are one, that's called the circle of influence. You are influenced by the top people who are very close to you. There's a saying, if you hang around with hens, you end up with clucks. What does the hen make sound? Clucks. You make clucking sound. But if you hang around with eagle, you fly. You fly if you hang around with the eagles. So that shows the power of your interactions. All of you would like to stay in a comfortable zone. In a comfortable zone, nothing grows. New growth is not possible in a comfortable zone. No pain, no gain. If you want to attain 95% marks, is it enough for you to sleep at 8 o'clock? Can you sleep at 8 o'clock and expect and dream for 95 marks? No. You have to work hard. Next is divide your steps into small goals. The major goal is there, either to become a pilot or become a doctor, become an entrepreneur, anything like that. Set your goals into small compartments, and each time you check whether you have attained that or not. And next is the self-talk. Self-talk is otherwise called as law of auto-suggestion. You are giving suggestions to your mind continuously that I am good, I am beautiful, I am confident, I am healthy. All the positive things, if you yourself have to keep on telling to your mind, and I will come to that portion later, and which is called as the affirmations. Self-positive talk gives you much more confidence for you to do or come forward with your goals. Accelerating towards success. When you accelerate and when you are nearing to the success, you can celebrate yourself by enjoying with your friends or telling your friends that you have got this, you have attained this position. You get a good feeling, and that's you are celebrating yourself. Keep yourself grounded. That is the most important thing which you can keep in mind. That is, even though you reach heights or greater heights, never forget those who have brought you to that path. Don't push away those who have helped you a lot once you reach a position. Once you have to be thankful to each and everyone who have helped you to reach to that position. That is, keep yourself grounded. Next is, be accountable to what all things you do. What is to become accountable? Responsible for your actions. You have to be accountable for your actions. It's you who are accountable for your actions. You have to check yourself whether you have done it or not. So, the technique for that is that if you set up a goal, you just proclaim. That means you say to somebody else that I am working on this. My ambition is to become an IAS officer or a pilot or a doctor. You just proclaim before itself, and the survey says that 39% of those who have proclaimed that their goal have achieved. 39% have achieved that. Next is post your goals. Whatever you want to achieve, you post on your study table. Wherever you are, you post yourself. And once you have posted, every day that posts are giving you more and more insights how to achieve that. You will have an inner voice from yourself that's saying that how to move forward for it. Then pen it. Tell that to everyone, those who have your friends and everyone, that you have achieved that. Here is a self-exercise for all of you. And Sarah, can you tell me? Can you stand up? Can you give me the answers for this? Do you fear or fail to make mistakes? Fail to make mistakes? Yes or no? Yes. Do you compare yourself with others? Sometimes. Do you doubt your strengths and abilities? Sometimes. Do you feel bad, guilty, nervous, and angry when you do not get what you wanted? Yes. Do you consider yourself inferior to others? No. So you are halfway through. So you have greater chance to improve. Once you understand yourself, you can improve yourself. You analyze yourself and then you can do well. Okay? You are halfway through and your path to success is very fast. Next comes affirmations. What are affirmations? Affirmations are, in other ways, says that it's the self-talk which you give. You give positive statements to yourself to keep yourself in a positive state. Whenever you reach or whenever you encounter an obstacle, you keep on saying that that's this law of auto-suggestion. Keep on saying the affirmations like this: I am good at something. I am good. I can do it. Keep on doing that. And I have the power to create the change in myself. I have analyzed myself and I have the power to create the change because I am a lion inside. I have understood my potential. So I am a lion inside. I can create a change. Here are some of the statements.